Hello and welcome guys, this is AOK here on this American Civil War mod. Obviously I've been doing a lot of Shogun lately, but now I've been trying to play out this this mod for Napoleon Total War. Obviously, as you can see from the graphics, it's pretty yeah, Napoleon-like era. So I'm playing as the Confederates, as the Army of Northern Virginia, under General Lee. I don't think that he has a special unit. Yeah, this is my general right there. I'm playing as Confederates, obviously, as I previously mentioned. Let's go through my army. I'm going to talk about this game a little bit. So, first thing I have to say is that these battles take incredibly long. In fact, I'm going to fast forward through most of it because these battles take like an hour long. Like, this kind of battle takes quite a long time because units rout really fast and, yeah. Well, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I have, let's see, 3 units of Barksdale's Brigade, 3 units of Kemper's Brigade, 3 units of Regulars, which are pretty much like elite infantry in this game, unit of General, and 5 Confederate Cav, 3 on my left side and 2 on my right side. And I have 1 with a chevron. Now, many people do underestimate the power of cavalry in this game. Most people think that it's really just kind of a weak kind of composure, but it's actually really powerful. A good cav charge can take out a good number of troops, and they can shoot too, so they can take out enemy cav. If you get behind them, it's really deadly. So as you can see, I moved up my artillery much ahead of my line, which is probably a stupid decision, but unless he charges his cav, which are a long way away, he won't get anything done. I mean, he won't do any damage to my artillery. And normally I would just walk my infantry, but really I would just I ran them so I could get a good terrain position. Now I'm playing on the Antietam map. You have to know if you want to download this mod. I'll instruct you later, but this mod is only battles. Like, you can't play campaign on this game. If you want to play an American Civil War game, for campaign, I would suggest playing the American Civil War mod for Empire Total War. Much more compatible. However, I do like the fact that you can play battles on this game. And it is online compatible, obviously. This is an online battle with my opponent's name like DJ311 and some sort of clan tag like Derp or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he has some sort of clan tag. I'm not going to bother pronouncing it. So, okay. Yeah, I think I said that Antietam is like the Napoleon Total War version of Grassy Flatlands. I'm trying to get a good terrain position here. I'm going to put on play. I'm trying to get a good terrain position. See his artillery regiment right there, and artillery regiment right there. I'm trying to get some good shots. Knock out his artillery pretty early. I have my weaker units put some positions in these woods. And these 3 units have really bad accuracy and reload, so don't expect these guys to do like tons of damage like they do in Napoleon Total War. These guys hardly do any damage. If I can liken this game to any other kind of game, I would say this is like the Napoleonic Total Wars 3 mod. It's pretty much the same thing as that game, except for extra range and yeah, extra range, and that's about it. And well, obviously, Civil War era, not Napoleonic era. I had a lot of trouble. I guess I was having trouble figuring out why my troops couldn't deploy in this little area, because these provide defense for troops, so I figured that would be a good addition to my team. Having some good defenses. So I have some Confederate cav hidden on the flanks. I'm trying to sneak them around. See this artillery? As far as I can see, it's pretty vulnerable, so if I can get a good strike on this artillery, that'd be very useful. I'm trying to bombard these artillery into death, but not too well for me. Artillery is, I think someone said that artillery is really underpowered, but it really isn't. I mean, if you give it some time, it can do a good amount of damage, and one kind of direct hit, yeah, just one direct hit can be devastating to a unit of line infantry. In fact, just one hit can rout a unit of line infantry. And one volley can take out a lot as well. So we have some sharpshooters. I don't really bother bringing sharpshooters, but yeah, I'm really breaking right now. I took a lot of casualties. My units are on the verge of routing.
Our men are running!
Yeah, that guy routed. And you really have to be aware of chain routes in this game, because the units will chain route if you give them the chance. I just wanted to get off one volley on this artillery regiment, and his general saved him though. Gave him inspiration upgrade. If you just kill like 1 or 2 artillerymen, they might even break. I mean, that's how quickly a unit can route in this game. So you really got to watch out for your artillery. I really didn't deploy my artillery too well on this side, because they're shooting right over my arty train. So now my Barksdale's brigade came back, and let's speed up again. He's trying to flank me out on this side. He has Zouave's infantry regiment on the right side, and I'm gonna later in the battle I'm gonna take out my regulars and to engage them, because I need some help on that flank. So in this battle I was heavily relying on my cavalry power, because my cavalry power can take out units of light infantry if they get the chance, and they're really good at attacking artillery because they can just run up, shoot, and then run away. But this was a very failed attempt. Failed attempt on my part, because I had to, yeah, his artillery did quite some damage to my cavalry. Took out 10 men, and that's something you do not want to lose. 10 men can be, 10 men in a cavalry regiment can be the difference between defeat and victory. So, yeah, you don't want to lose your cav. So pretty much I'm just letting him flank me. I'm letting him get around. You can see it by the mini-map. He's kind of encircling me on the right side. But I'm just going to let him. If he wants to attack me in the woods, where I have a terrain advantage, I'll let him. So there's some skirmishing going on up front, trying to take out his Philadelphia Brigade and his artillery. And he's deploying even closer. And there's some skirmishing between my Barksdale's Brigade and his units of line infantry. See, this Barksdale's Brigade only lost like 17 men, and their morale is almost wavering.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, and that artillery did a lot of damage to my Barksdale's Brigade. Yeah, they're really getting hammered by that artillery. Eventually in the battle, I figure out that I just need to do a nice charge, kind of do what would you call it? The style of not Pickle's charge, Pickett's charge. That's right. But with my cavalry. So I'm gonna cavalry ends up becoming very useful in this engagement. These guys are kind of annoying. I bought these kind of like militia-like troops. Like, they have really bad accuracy and reload, but they have pretty high morale. But not really. Their morale is bad. It's just that the real militia units are even worse when it comes to morale. They really suck. Okay, so you see he's putting a lot of pressure on my far right, and so I'm gonna have to deploy my regulars, because this is where they're most needed.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Now where's his general? He plays a huge role in the coming part of the battle. His general, apparently some stray shots have hit him, and he's down to 7 men. I'm surprised he hasn't routed, actually, because that's like 20%, maybe 30% of his regiment. So usually a unit can rout off of just like 20% casualties in this game. I got a really good shot on his artillery, and they're wavering down to 2 cannons and 10 men. Now I have my men deployed behind these defenses, so they'll take less casualties, obviously. These Kemper's Brigade, they deploy behind this fence in this little road, so they'll take less casualties than they would normally. The only problem with that is that they're against these regulars. Regulars are much better than these regular infantry. They have twice the accuracy and slightly better reload, so they will just eat up these line infantry. As you can see, I charged through with my cav, and I took out this unit of line infantry, and I routed his general. So I did that all in one go, just a nice cavalry charge, and really means the difference between the two. So I'm routing the Sharpshooter company, taking down this artillery regiment. When I took out his general, which was 2 units of cavalry. So that really put it in my favor, while before it was kind of in his favor.
Our men are running, sir!
Well, like I said, many people do underestimate the power of cavalry in this game, because they think the time period allows the fact that cavalry just suck. But these infantry regiments, even though they will really eat up, they can really take down a cavalry regiment if they get the chance. But if you charge them between their reload times, then they can be really devastating. So I'm kind of at odds with what to do with my cavalry. I kind of made a big gap in his army, so I'm willing to exploit the gap in his line.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
As you can see, I broke his center. he has to retreat this way and retreat this way. He doesn't need to flank. So now his army is separated, which gives me the advantage. I made a tactical mistake right here. He attacked my regulars. My regulars got the first shot, and these regulars will just eat up these Zook's brigades and Harrow's brigades. They don't stand any chance whatsoever. Kind of ran my Confederate cav left a little bit in order to flank him, just make him more paranoid, so to speak. See, now he's forming a kind of square formation, which will be more effective against my cavalry, but they won't be able to give off as many shots as they would normally. Okay, this is kind of the tactical mistake on my part. I ran my Confederate cav all the way over here, and I didn't really micromanage them very well, and their cavalry routed my cav, so tactical mistake on my part. However, on the bright side, I routed his center over here on my right side, and I routed his far right, so these guys will not be bothering me anymore. Never mind, they will be bothering me somewhat. But anyway, I'm going to move up my Kemper's Brigade and really push on this side. Make sure they don't come back. Now see, I'm moving my Confederate cav all the way behind them.
Our men are running, sir.
It was at this point in the battle where I figured out that their right was taking the most casualties, and so I was going to send my Confederate cav over to the right to charge down these Irish brigade that are routing. Make sure they don't come back. That'll be the most useful thing. Because units in this game, you'll find your units constantly routing and then coming back from routing. That'll happen again and again. So you'll have to. I mean, a good use of your cavalry would be to chase down routing units. That'll be one of the most effective uses of your cavalry. Make sure that they shatter, and then yeah, let them do their thing. So like I said, cavalry have many uses. See those Harrow's brigade back there? These guys play a big role in the next engagement. He retreats them. Those are the only units that now routing in the end of the battle, so I decided to just, screw it, I'm not going to attack him. I'm going to send all my troops to attack this force. So now he has to come to me, or else this force will be completely destroyed. Because I have superior troops and superior numbers with artillery support and my general. So he has nothing to do but fall back or attack me on this side. So he's going to start running this way. Where's my general? He took one casualty, but he's still alive, and he's encouraging his troops to fight harder for the Confederacy. And these vedettes moved, but I deployed my infantry against them, and they really took casualties, and their vedette unit routed, with a good number of troops left too, so that's good. I'm kind of doing some skirmishing right here, because his regulars, they'll destroy my... Actually, I have a unit of regulars right here. These guys will do pretty good.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
And some Kemper's brigade, so these guys will probably hold them off for just a little while. I'm resting my troops right here, making sure they don't get too tired. Now I'm really flanking him out. Obviously he is very paranoid about my cavalry, so he's deployed all his troops to fight my cavalry.
Our men are running, sir.
And I'm moving up my regulars on my flanks, so he has to retreat farther and farther back, and which will give me the terrain advantage because I have these this little wall right here. This will protect my troops greatly and give me the tactical advantage on the side. My cavalry are getting exhausted, so I'm just going to try to rest them up a little bit. I think I said that before. Let's see, my cannons are still firing on them. And here comes his Harrow's brigade to the rescue. However, he's just taken way too many casualties on this Zouaves regiment and this regular infantry regiment.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest.
These guys are almost routing. They're going to chain route really soon, so they have to retreat, or else he'll chain route, obviously. That's right, my center broke, Kemper's brigade broke, and my regulars are fighting it out on their own. These guys will have to fight them out, fight what's left of this army on their own, because they will not be getting any help from this Kemper's brigade. Then my regulars rout, and that's about it for my regulars. I don't think they come back ever. I think they shatter later. That was kind of sad, but let's see. He's brought his troops back right there. I just turned my troops around and I started firing on them. They were tired, so they didn't really do very well, and they just routed automatically. I sent 1 unit of cavalry after these Harrow's brigade to make sure they don't come back, and now I'm going to use my infantry to pursue his infantry. And let's see. Now I moved up my Gibraltar brigade. I moved up my troops. They have a good tactical advantage with this fence right in the way, and they're shooting up these Gibraltar brigades and these regulars. So that will pretty much be the battle for you. These guys will rout, and then these guys will end up routing because of army losses. This is the only unit left, so they will rout. So this is a great victory for the Confederacy today. The Army of Northern Virginia has once again proved their skill on the battlefield. In fact, if you learned anything from this battle, it's that this game, the game takes really long.
Is soon to
yeah,
be
the game takes really long to play out, and as you can see, either side really took too many casualties out of so many deployed men, and that's because units rout so quickly, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. There might be more to come if you enjoy this. So I'll see you in the next battles.